Uncle Charles couldn't sell a bucket of water to a man whose house was burning down. He was straight-laced. I hated when we went to go see Aunt Mamie and Uncle Charlie. But what I can understand, Aunt Myrtle, she was the sweetest thing.
Who was that?
Uncle Charles' wife.
Oh.
And I couldn't even remember from when I was up there. My mother thought she'd stay for, well, that was when they lived in Wormsleysburg. Harrisburg was on one side of the river, Wormsleysburg was on the other, and from the airport you could see the state capitol lit up at night. But I can hear her now. Myrtle, we don't do it like that. Myrtle, we can't use that. We don't put that in hers, whatever she were making. And it's like, oh, Aunt Myrtle. And because they were going something, said, you're not going to wear that, are you?
Who would say that?
It may be to Aunt Myrtle.
Oh.
She ruled the roost. And here I can say, it was Uncle Charles and Aunt Myrtle's house. I'm afraid I'd have told her to go to hell. Would you?
Maybe, or I'd have left. One of the two.
Yeah, but like I said,
well, your grandfather sounds fun. He was cute too.
Oh, Uncle Charles was handsome.
Well, they both seem like an interesting pair, those brothers.
But you never know they were related. But my grandfather was a lousy babysitter.
Why was that?
Because one morning, Harry Sims, who lived on the farm and worked for my father, we just had to go over to the post office, over the store. That was a general store, as well as the post office, to get the mail and the paper. So Granddaddy was supposed to be watching me. And Harry Sims and Morgan, they left. I don't know how long they've been gone. They were long enough to walk over there. And the phone rang. Mother answered the phone and passed out. It was Mr. Bridenstine. He says, your daughter's over here. She just came over.
How old were you?
2 years old. And at that time, they had torn the covered bridge down, and they had a 12-inch plank across the river. That was the only way to get across.
Oh my goodness.
And at that, well, so long ago, even when I was in my teens, that river was much deeper than it is now, because we used to swim down there.
We used to swim in there when I was little.
Huh?
We used to go swimming in there when I was little.
But, yeah.
You could jump off the bridge. Break your neck now.
You weren't supposed to.
Well, we used to.
Well, I did too, but my mother didn't know about it. But, oh, boy, did I catch it. I'd gone up to go swimming. And we could only swim up there if Mrs. Pop was with us, because she was a champion swimmer. So she wasn't home. So it was Mabel with Blakely and myself, and I don't think Morgan was with us, because he wouldn't have done that. Clarence Blakely was. I'm trying to think who else. And we used to get up on the gatehouse and jump off into the lake, which was illegal. You weren't allowed to swim above the dam. And water was coming over the dam at the time, anyhow. And they would say, could be washed over the dam. And my mother came up to see Mrs. Pop for something, just about the time I jumped off. I didn't think I'd ever be allowed to go swimming again.
You're a bad girl, Betty.
Morgan, he got into mischief at times, but he never, ever got caught.
It's because he was quiet. And he had a little doe-eyed face.
But like I said, nobody showed up when I was doing things I shouldn't have done. Because up at Blakely's, they had a real tall tree in their the side yard from the house. A really big, tall tree. But it was great for climbing. And I think it was Harry Emerald who lived on Cup Hill. He says, I know you can go up a little ways of it, but he says, you can't go up like we do, like the boys did.
Challenge.
That's the wrong thing to say. So anyhow, Harry was heavy. He was just plain fat. So as he was coming down, he broke one of the limbs off that you needed to get up to near the top, and I was up at the top. Then the car pulled in the yard, and the lady that had come to see Mrs. Blakely was my mother. Here I was over the top of the tree, and the damn limb was broke off.
How'd you get down?
They came up with a rope, tied a rope on the branch I was on, and dropped it down to the next climbable limb. And I came down hand over hand until I got to it. It wasn't that far. I thought my mother was going to wet her pants. And it was the day I was walking home from work. Well, we walked up and down that road like it was a sidewalk. There's never any traffic on that road.
What, on Cromwell Bridge?
It's not our road,
Oh.
not Cromwell Bridge. And the Robinsons had gotten another dog, and the dog was vicious. And to keep from getting bit, I went up the tree in their yard. And that dog sat there at the bottom of that tree and dared me to come down. I wasn't about to come down. About that time, my mother came up the road. She was going up to the store up in Glenarm. And what are you doing up that tree? And then that dog come around. She just I got back in the car before she lost a leg. I said, the dog chased me up the tree. And he bites. So mother never got out of the car. So she went back to Blakely's. And Riley was the one that worked for Blakely's, and he lived there too. And he was working in the garden just not far behind their barn. So he came over and got the dog secured. He brought a pitchfork, a rope with him. But I got off on that one because
You were getting chased around.